Good morning. Welcome back. A recent study of 7,000 organizations worldwide gave some riveting results on different aspects of these organizations. And I'm proud to announce that the ANC as an organization made it onto this list. They officially the 16th most corrupt organization in the world. I'm sure that the leaders of the ANC will try their best to get the first place on this list. Hi there, Marius speaking. Today, I've got a very serious program. Today, I've got a very serious discussion. I'm discussing religion. And I'm just doing two religions. I'm talking about Christianity and I'm talking about Muslim. And I'm giving you just facts, nothing else. On my research, I was quite proud to realize that 84.5% of South Africans is Christian. That's good. So we're a Christian nation. And then on my research, I also found that 1.7% of the nation is Muslim. Now, why am I talking about it then? Let's look at Christianity. In Mark 12, verse 31, Jesus tells the people to love your neighbor. Listen what I'm saying. Jesus tells the people to love your neighbor. And then if you look at Surah 4 in the Quran, Allah command his followers to kill. And that's a big difference between Muslim and Christian. Christians must love their neighbor, Muslims must kill. The one was told to, and the other one was commanded to kill. What has this got to do with South Africa and the ANC? Pre-94, the ANC was known as a terrorist organization that was fighting the struggle against apartheid and all that story. It's all history. You can go and study it. Remember, as I said, I wasn't a supporter of apartheid as such, but I'm a Christian. In 94, they became the government. And they had all these bright ideas for this country, which never materialized. There was one speech for elections. They just changed the figures of how much growth they want and how much employment they want, but of course, none of that ever happened. They asked the president, how do you boil a frog? And he said, like we do in South Africa. You put him in water, heat the water up a little bit, and over time, you will cook it. And that's what the ANC is doing to the South African people. We have lovely people. I'm talking white, Indian, colored, black. We have lovely people with lovely spirits, but it's gone. The ANC destroyed it. What is my issue then with religion? You see, the real agenda of the ANC never came to the forefront. Only because of international pressure these days, it is now a fact, an undisputed fact, that the ANC is a Muslim organization. In other words, an organization that is going out of their way to kill Christians. They're not even ashamed to say that publicly. Wearing all the scarves, signing all the books, committed to the cause of the Muslim. What is upsetting is that the ANC used so many Christians, so many Christian organizations, so many church groups to gather votes. They were the little scorpions on the back of the frog. You know that story? The world was flooding. and all the insects and animals were dying, and this little frog saw a rock on another island that was safe, and he swam over, but the scorpion said, "Please put me on your back." And the frog said, "No, but you will kill me." The scorpion said, "Why will I kill you? You're saving my life." And with a lot of effort, the frog made it through the water to the safe island. As they reached land, the scorpion stung that little frog right behind the head. And just before he died, he asked the scorpion, "Why did you do that?" And the scorpion said, "I'm a scorpion. That's what I do." And that's what the ANC did to you. They just never told you that they're Muslim. They got you as Christian to vote for them. You see, they crooked. They crooked. They got this case at the ICJ against Israel because of the West Bank and of Gaza. And they carry on. Let's quickly look at a couple of facts. Facts. I'm not giving fiction here, I'm giving facts. My figure for 2025 in Gaza and on the West Bank, between 600 and 700 people died. For 2025, the majority of them, of course, were Palestinian soldiers. Never mind that. Let's go to the Cape Flats. Police statistics, 2026. Well, 2025, between 230 and 260 people per month. Police statistics, not my statistics. Why the government not taking themselves to the ICJ for killing 200? Let's just make it 100 instead of 260 a month in the Cape Flats killed. And they do absolutely nothing about it. This is crazy. Let's come back to Christianity. So yes, as a Christian, you were conned. You were taken for a ride. You were blatantly lied to by the ANC because they never, never, never said that it's a Muslim organization. An undisputed fact now. Now, the problem is this. If you claim to be a Christian and you voted for them in the past, but you didn't know they're Muslim, I think you can forgive yourself for being the cause of South Africa being where it is right now. For the unemployment, for the infrastructure collapse. Yes, you're the reason for that, because you voted them in. The 16th most corrupt organization out of 7,000 organizations, you supported them because they lied to you. But please, if you're a Christian, take this video, share this video. If you like it, subscribe. I wouldn't say no. Because as a Christian, we have to stand up in this fight. And maybe fight is the wrong word. Maybe the right word is battle. Because if I say fight, all the Muslims will go, "You see, he's aggressive." And all the left-wing woke people will go, "Oh, he's aggressive," which I'm not. You are. But we must stand up in this battle of the Muslim wanting to eradicate Christianity on the southernmost point of Africa. So take responsibility if you call yourself a Christian. And this forthcoming election, whoever you vote for, vote with the conscience and the responsibility of a Christian. This is serious. So yes, now the sad part. If you say you're a Christian and you don't love your neighbor, you're not a Christian. Easy to say. If you say you're a Muslim and you don't want to kill a Christian, you're not a Muslim. Easy to say. That's it. That is as basic as it gets. That's the 1+1. We don't need to make it more complicated because that's what it is. So if you're a member of parliament or you're a councillor in a municipality or you're a provincial legislator of the ANC, and you call yourself a Christian. Sorry, you're a liar. It is physically impossible to stand in front of God and say you're a Christian and then support the Muslim organization that want to go out of their way to kill you. So be responsible. Act responsible. The voter. Come back to the South Africa that have an economy. Come back to the South Africa that has employment, that have infrastructure, that don't have load shedding, that have municipal services that can provide you water, where there's more tar than potholes. Let's get back to that by standing up as a community, by standing up as a Christian, and by supporting the Christian cause against this global attack on our wonderful God and our wonderful religion. I hope you like this video. As I said, please share it. Let's get this message out. It is our only responsibility as Christians to do that. Have a lovely day. May God bless you. Bye-bye.